Hi everyone, my name is Becky. Welcome to my channel. I do AngelScopes. AngelScopes are readings that I do where I tune in to the angels and also my guides and get messages and deliver those to you to help you along on your path as we go through the year. Now, this particular month of March 2018, we are going to be looking at that full moon occurring right out of the gate, guys, on March 1st, around 11 degrees Virgo. Now this particular full moon will be standing right across the sky from Pisces. So the Virgo-Pisces axis will indeed be in play. Now, if you know your natal chart, you could also see where 11 degrees Virgo is occurring there to get further clues. But for now, we're going to be looking at the solar chart, combining them with the tarot, and of course, I always give the last word to the angels. Now for me, astrology truly is a cosmic code. Really the language of source energy writ in the heavens. They're readily available for us to use as we go on our journey through this life. Now for me, this code, as it were, is always for our greatest good. It's always to help us as we go along. It's always there, given freely in love to all of us. And so, I would like to use that this month as we go through the readings. We're going to be looking at the configuration in the solar chart because that works for everybody. All right? So, hang on to your hats, guys. We are getting ready to enter March 2018 with a full moon right in Virgo. See you there. Hi Cancer, this is Becky and welcome to your March 2018 full moon reading. We have got a full moon in Virgo directly out of the gate at 11 degrees. And this particular full moon is occurring on March 1 for some of you on the planet and for others on March 2. It will be in the solar chart of you Cancerians in the third house of the zodiac wheel. What is the third house of the zodiac wheel? The third house, and this is your solar chart, now mind you, not your birth chart. Your solar chart for you Cancer, this particular moon will be sitting in the third house of communication, of siblings, neighbors, community, and it will be a full moon. And this particular full moon is going to be shining a spotlight on all of those particular areas of life that are symbolized by third house energy. Communication is the biggie. Now, standing straight across the sky from this full moon in Virgo at 11 degrees will be the sun. And the sun will be in your ninth house. Now, the ninth house is travel, adventure, higher learning, study, religion, morals, ethics, things like that. So there may be some communication about these issues as that energy is sort of pinging back and forth across the sky. So let's take a look. Now we've got 3 decks of cards here. And the first deck that we're going to use for the 3 cards is the Rider-Waite. You've seen this deck many, many times before, I'm sure of it. Then we will be crowning the reading with 1 card from the Romance Angels Oracle cards. Then we will also be pulling 1 card from Messages from Your Angels. Now I have my beautiful rose quartz globe here. So this is going to be a beautiful energy to keep around as we're doing the reading today. And I've already created the sacred space. So we are ready to get started. So here we go. I'm going to move these up a little bit. Angels, we're with Cancer. All of the Cancerians watching today regarding the Virgo full moon. That is the general energy surrounding Cancers at the full moon. And the full moon will last a while. Angels, in addition to that general energy that they might expect as a result of this full moon, what obstacles may arise for our Cancerian friends? What obstacles may arise or issues come up? There it is. Angels, how best can we advise Cancers out there who are watching the video to navigate this potential obstacle that may come up? And there it is. Okay, let's take a look, Cancer, and then we'll go one by one. Okay. Wow. All right. So we're going to read this in the context of the third house, Cancerians, but then we'll also look at it in the context of love. But first of all, what are your cards? Well, angels have given us the 10 of Pentacles to symbolize the energy, overall energy of this period of the full moon. Next, the potential obstacle or challenge may come in the form of the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups. And the advice on how best to deal with those challenges that may arise is the Queen of Wands, which could be a person or just an energy. It could be a male energy, a female energy, or just the energy itself without being a person. Now let's take a look. Let me look at it. Okay. I'm going to look at this, oh gosh, in a lot of ways. Okay, Cancerians, what you may find as we move into this full moon energy, which is occurring on March 1 or 2 at 11 degrees Virgo, okay, in the house of communication. All right, so what's coming to mind here is you may just be going along in your life. Everything's fine. Everything appears to be stable, and you may get a communication right out of the blue, from someone. This communication is someone you already know. It's someone who was possibly in your life at one time. And it may be a delightful communication from an old friend. It may be a delightful communication, well, since this is across the sky from your 9th house, someone that you met when you were traveling. It could be even a potential romantic interest that you met while on previous travels. It may, yes, or you may even run into someone as you are traveling that you've known in this lifetime before, and they're going to want to make a reconnection with you. You may be completely and utterly thrilled, or you may not. But from the looks of what we see here, I think you will be thrilled. Now, what's going to happen, the advice to deal with this kind of unanticipated communication that's going to come through for you, and it may even come in from overseas if you know someone overseas or have been involved romantically with someone overseas, or even just a friend who is far away. What you may find as you move through this month then, Cancer, is that the best way that you're going to deal with this, and it may even be that this particular person is showing up in the reading as the Queen of Wands, which if it is a person, then the person who is going to communicate with you, Cancerians, is someone who is honest and forthright in her or his speech. There's not a lot of obfuscation. What do I mean by that? I just mean that there's not a lot of hidden subtext, tricky meanings, hiding things from you. They're pretty upfront about what's going on with them and how they're feeling. They're a passionate person. They have a lot of energy. They love to, basically they love to bring fiery passion to a situation. And like I say, they're blunt in their speaking, but not too blunt, but they are honest. And they're creative, and they're full of energy and adventure. And, I don't know how to say, they're ardent in love, as it were. Very passionate. Very passionate. Sometimes they can be a bit too fast moving, so to speak. I mean, maybe sometimes, I don't want to say impulsive, but sometimes they can be impulsive. But nonetheless, they're exciting to be around. They're fiery people, quick-witted, and lots of creativity. So let's think of this now card by card. Okay, so the overall energy is this. Here you are, Cancer. This is how I'm feeling it, is you're here you are, you're happy, you have this happy home life. Whatever that means to you. Now in this traditional card here of the Ten of Pentacles, we see the grandfather, we see the husband and wife, and right in this little corner here we see a child. They even have the two dogs out frolicking about, and I imagine if we look closely we'd probably see a cat somewhere. So they've got the whole package. They've got the home over here, and they've got the land over here producing whatever it is they grow there. This is a card of not only physical abundance in terms of money. It's sort of this feeling of dynasty in a lot of ways, because you've got the generations represented here. It's family, and it's feeling secure in your family. It's happy times, and feeling abundant, not just monetarily, but also spiritually. Okay, so this is the overall energy. You're feeling, I want to say you're feeling really very settled and very happy with the way things are going in life in terms of your family and how the communication is going there. Now, if it's not a family, then this can be a card of love. It can be a card of, you know, establishing a home with a love interest. It can be a card of getting married and creating this kind of home, or what you would call home, whatever is home for you, in whatever kind of relationship and partnership, committed partnership. You're on the same track together. You've signed on, and this is it. You're creating this together. Okay, so whatever that is for you, Cancer, you're going to be getting a communication. Now, because this is in the challenge or obstacle position, I'm not seeing it as an obstacle. I'm not seeing it that receiving the communication is an obstacle. I think that's going to come through to you just fine. But what I'm seeing is that this person here has returned. Here you are, Cancer. You're in your beautiful home, in your garden, and lo and behold, this person comes back into your life and offers this cup. It's a cup of friendship, yes. It can be a cup of love, yes. Okay, so if it is a cup of love, then I'm getting the feeling that you're happy to receive it. If it is a cup of reconciliation, I just heard that. So it can be that this is a reconciliation. I mean, you know, in order to reestablish this with someone. Now, because it's in the third house, communication is a huge part of the equation here. And you're being advised to be open, honest, forthright. Yes, it's going to be a lot of fun maybe to talk to this person. There'll be a lot of ideas exchanged. But this particular energy may be that person, Cancer, or it could very well refer to the energy you're embodying at this moment in time. Okay. Now, the Queen of Wands generally is a person who has, like I said, a fire sign energy, which this is a fire sign, because generally speaking, the Queen of Wands or any Wands person can be either Leo, sometimes is their fire sign, or their moon sign, or their Venus sign, or their rising sign, or it also could be, Aries or Sagittarius. Now, this is not necessarily their sun sign, because as you know, it could be a moon sign, which is their emotional body. It could be their rising or ascendant sign, which is how they appear in the world, how they present themselves to the world. But if it is your energy at this time, Cancer, then you're being advised to be open to this person, be very honest and forthright in what you say and how you relate to them. But it's almost like I don't know, an olive branch just came to me here. The olive branch. And I just heard stick of power. I don't know what that means, but whatever it's meaning to you, for what I see it to mean is that either you or they are holding the power in the situation, and I'm seeing it as you. And when they do offer the olive branch, then you offer it in return, is what the advice is. And this woman here is offering the sunflower as well. And she's offering her energy and passion and creativity as depicted by the symbolism of the sword. And I'm being drawn to these two griffins. It looks like griffins here on her heraldic flag behind her. And griffins are kind of like lion, mythological creatures that look kind of like lions, and I don't know what else. Two creatures comboed, really. But they're reaching out across, and they're both touching and both equal footing and both looking at each other. So in a way, this seems like there's going to be a meeting. If there has been any kind of disagreement in the past with this person, you can see the two griffins are shaking hands. And I really never have thought about those griffins before until just now. So it's almost like, what is that word in French where you sort of shake hands and make everything okay, and it's like a rapprochement. I think that's the word. Anyway, it's almost like making things right. But I honestly don't feel like there's been a disagreement here. What I'm feeling is that you're delighted to see this person. You may have been going about your business, so to speak, in life, and all of a sudden this person pops back in. I want to get clarification on the Queen of Swords. Angels, what is the Queen, not the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands, angels. Clarification for the Queen of Wands for Cancer. Whoa. All right. So, yep. All right. And I'm going to even take that one too. I'm going to take that one too. And I'm going to take this one. Yep. And I'm going to take that one. Okay, so and that's the end of the story, I feel. All right, so let's go at it. This person, in the advice column, when you receive this person back into communication status with you, whether or not you receive them into your life, that's always up to you. But when they communicate, if this is the other person and not you, Cancer, what you feel is that they broke your heart and snuck away at some point in the past. At some point in the past. You were hoping that you would marry them. But now, as you're in your castle walls here, you're kind of watching and waiting. You've been through the battle, and you're watching and waiting to see what they're going to do. Now, I know this is getting a little bit away from the overall positions of these cards, but the story is coming out so fast and clearly for me that I have to tell you. So if this Queen of Wands is your energy, okay, and if this is what you've done to them, which I don't see it that way because I don't know. Maybe it seems like to me they're offering the cup, not you, but it could go in reverse where they wanted to create something solid with you and, you know, you walked away from that situation. But whatever it is, this, I don't know why it's coming here, but it is a communication house, house number 3. So you better prepare yourself, Cancer, because if it's you or them, whoever it is that is symbolized by these people, one of them's you, and the other one is that other person. They're coming back. And the reason they're coming back is because they wanted to establish this kind of, basically this is the marriage card, with you, or you wanted to establish it with them. Okay? And it was due to kind of a breakup here where somebody felt, the angels, my guides just said jilted. That's kind of an old-fashioned word. Sometimes they use those, okay? So interesting, this love reading is coming out in the middle of that 3rd house. Yes, I'm getting a little bit of angel chills, and usually when I do, that means we're on the right path. Okay, so let's go ahead. Romance angels, could you, yep, there it is. Okay. Wow, I just got another chill too. Cancer, whatever or whoever this person is or whatever they're about, it is possible, now it won't be for everybody, but it is possible that this particular person, the first one that came to your mind when I was speaking about it, is indeed your soulmate. Now, a soulmate, what does that mean? We have a lot of them each lifetime that we come here. We have a lot of soulmates. They can be work partners, family members. Yes, they can be romantic partners, but just keep this in mind, Cancer. You never just have one soulmate. trotting the planet along with you. No, there are many. So that's why if things don't work out, we meet others, and we always learn from our soulmates too. Okay, so try to remain calm and centered and strong in your inner knowing and speak your truth. You hold the power here in this situation, and it's, and if you feel like you want to, then go ahead and offer that olive branch, okay? If you're the one who did that, then they're going to be asking you. They're going to be trying to create peace with you and perhaps reignite the fire that was there before. Okay, and it's going to come in communication, and I'm not seeing physical communication like where someone shows up and knocks on the door. What I'm seeing is it's electronic. It could be by phone call as well, but I'm not seeing everybody getting someone driving up to their door and wanting to speak to them. I'm not seeing that. It's almost like it's in the form of a text. Angels, what is the final advice or words you would like to leave with our Cancer friends as we close the reading? Okay, and Cancer, you have the angel called Maya, and the words on the card say, schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. Now, remember what I just said. Anytime a soulmate is in your sphere, there's a lot of lessons and learning going on. Indeed, that's why they're there. That's why they're there. Sometimes it's a lifelong thing where they stick around and you stick around, and sometimes they're just there to teach you that or help you learn something, and you from them, they from you, and then it's time to move on along the path. So that's what this particular angel is saying. She's saying, let me read it again. Yeah, schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. So soulmates always bring personal growth and, quote, education, unquote, because they always have lessons that they bring and lessons that you bring to them. All right, and because this third house, as we said, is standing across the sky from the sun in your ninth house of higher learning and studying things, if you feel, now I just heard this when I was reading the card, if you feel the need to brush up on your relationship skills, how to communicate in a relationship, or you need brushing up on your dating skills, but I'm saying like how to deal with someone in relationship in a positive way. Maybe it broke down before because people the two of you didn't know how to talk to each other. So it might be good to even check online. It's some courses, some short study courses you can do, even with dating coaches or things like that, to brush up on those relating skills. Whew, that was a lot of stuff there, Cancer. I hope you found it helpful, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to coming back in a short period of time as we get into March, a little bit longer, and see what's going on around the mid-month. So until we meet again, I want to thank you for joining me, and I wish you peace and blessings and great love, Cancer. Thank you. Bye-bye.